Howdy, howdy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about what we did last time. We got color in that full custom engine bay, and we got the engine sitting in there. I say today we continue on with getting stuff done and working our way on the inside. Again, just like last time, it's not the right time, but who cares? Sometimes you just need to see things done to keep your motivation going, which keeps the momentum going. So I say today we clean the interior out and get some sound deadening done in it. We're gonna start by vacuuming that mess out. So I buzzed over that with a DA with 320 grit on it, so it's all scuffed up. On the bare metal spots, I sprayed a self-etching primer on it. Then after that, executed a perfectly done professional paint job. We're gonna go over all those weld seams with seam sealer. I wish I would have went and got a few tubes to put in the caulk gun, but I didn't. So I'll be using this brushable stuff again. This is just gonna make sure that all those weld seams are perfectly sealed, because no matter how hard you try, you're probably gonna have pinholes. And this is just gonna make sure that all those imperfections are sealed up from the weather. We're gonna use it around the transmission tunnel, the firewall tubs we made, and all around the edge of the floor and up that back wall where we body dropped it. So when this thing is totally aired out and the frame is literally sitting on the ground, that wasn't low enough. I had to have the body sitting on the ground. So we cut the whole dang floor out of it and dropped the body down lower. Anywho's. I'm actually gonna wear gloves this time. As you can see, this is a very delicate and precise process. We're taking our time, making sure everything is done neatly and with the correct tools. Should probably go buy the wife a new toothbrush. Just kidding. Boom. So this says it's paintable in 60 minutes. Now I don't really know what that means for us for sticking this on there. I'll check it in 60 minutes and see. For now, I'm gonna open this mail I got. It's from Classic Mini Trucks. Like a bunch of stickers. Sweet. There's a letter. Handwritten even. Just a few stickers for all the hard work making these great mini truck videos. Look forward to seeing that Chevy loving person at a show soon. P.S. I hope the supervisors approve of these stickers. Well, I know I do. Thanks a bunch. This is really cool. Well, those supervisors are getting a new corner office soon, so I'm gonna hang on to these and I'll stick them to their corporate water bowls when they get settled in. But I have to put at least one there. And one there. You can't forget there. Thanks again, Classic Mini Trucks. I appreciate the support. Check the seam sealer. Not yet. I'm actually going to let that sit overnight just to make sure it's fully cured. So this is sound deadening from NVX. It's just like Dynamat, Kill Mat, Boom Mat, all those other guys. It's just like butyl with a layer of foil over it. So it'll insulate the cab from the heat from the engine and transmission and exhaust, all that, and stop all the shaking, rattling, and rolling from the stereo or road noise. And you can actually tell the difference without even sticking it on there. So besides some scissors, razor blade, you don't really need any tools. As long as the surface is clean, this just sticks on like a giant sticker and you just push it down. Oh, and Band-Aids. It's super easy to cut yourself with the foil. These rollers, these guys come in real handy. It's real nice to press that down, and they're very affordable. Another thing that I do, take an old screwdriver. This was an old flathead, and I rounded the edge, made it real nice and smooth. I use this for upholstery and doing this, because I can push it down in all the cracks and corners without tearing it, because this is all nice and smooth. So this is all leftover stuff that I've had. I got some more on the way. I'm hoping it'll be here today, but we're gonna get started with this. Now technically, if you were just using this for sound deadening, you don't have to completely cover the surface, but since I also like the benefits of insulating it from heat, I cover the whole thing. Makes a huge difference, guys. Definitely worth it. Another reason you need Band-Aids on hand is when you don't remember where you set your razor blade, it could be anywhere. There it is. Brush your hand against that or sit on it or something. Could make for a bad day. I had just enough material to do half the truck. So instead of waiting days to get the rest of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and start something else I've been wanting to do. I'll finish that up later. So last time we were out here, we made all that happen. We did the tingeable, wrapped your bed liner in there in the Viper red that'll match the rest of the truck. And we set that small block Chevy in there, and that turned out awesome. But when I made that firewall and the tubs and everything, I did it around a mock-up block, and I didn't have all these accessories on the front of this thing. And I actually have a lot more room than I thought I was going to. And it's paper slider thin between the block and the firewall. So I want to give it some breathing room. I think I'm just gonna modify the motor mounts. I'm gonna take them off, I'm gonna cut off and weld the plate a 1/2 inch over, and that should take care of that. All right, I'm gonna do these one at a time. I got the cherry picker on that, just kind of holding the engine up. I'm gonna take this motor mount off, modify it, put it back on, do the other side, and then we're gonna have to modify the transmission cross member too. And if it doesn't work out, I just got these at Speedway Motors, so I'll be able to just get some other ones and rethink my plan, I guess. But let's go. We need to start by marking where this currently is and then making a mark a 1/2 inch over. Trying to keep this as true as possible so I don't end up with issues with my engine sitting in there funny. That's gonna be the hard part. Well, that didn't work. Try this. We'll scratch that dang line in. There we go. All right, now somehow we got to measure a 1/2 inch over from that scribe line, cut this off, and weld it back on. Yeah, wish me luck. All right, guys, I got this marked a 1/2 inch over. I'm gonna cut it off and cross my fingers because I don't know. That's way better, guys. Got a little breathing room back there. I like that. I like that much better. But now that we got those done, we got to modify that transmission cross member. We can also get the steering rack installed for good too. There's an inspector coming to the house. I'll be back in like 3 seconds. We're back. Let's not question why there was an inspector here. We'll get to that later. We'll just say there's some potential plans for the garage. And it has something to do with why it was important to get color under there and the engine in there before the time was right. But I'm not quite ready to share that yet, so let's just move on, get this transmission cross member modified and the steering rack in. Let's start with the steering rack. So there's kind of a Mustang 2 inspired front end on the front of this Love. It's made by Scott's Hot Rods. And this steering rack goes along with that. It's been shortened a total of like 2 inches, I think. Unfortunately, I wanted to do power steering, but with this being shortened that much, it wasn't possible. These things always seem to mount funny to me with these weird bushings. That's the way it is, I guess. Make sure I got all my parts. Here's a bolt. We find a washer. This one's broken. Oh, here's one. So we'll put the one that's not broken on and a dab of blue Loctite. We'll go ahead and hold that rack up, put these bolts in. Scott's Hot Rods recommends 40 to 45 foot-pounds for these. Seems a little light to me, but that's what they say. We're gonna do it. Dang, I forgot the washers on the other side of the bushing. And there I go, making things take twice as long and twice as complicated as they need to. I'm pretty good at that. We got it though. Let's get that transmission cross member done. I already cut off the mounting plate, so what I'm going to do is verify that the transmission is still centered side by side, throw a tack weld on that plate to the bar, pull it out, weld it up, paint it, put it back in there, and call that done. Why do I always do that? I always burning my damn self. I'm not gonna paint this yet though. I'm gonna wait till the paint comes and I paint the rest of the front suspension. For now, I'm just gonna kick it under the truck and forget about it. All right guys, it's dinner time and there's a fantastic Mexican restaurant down the street. I'm gonna go there while you watch this. See you next time.